Hey, everybody, this is Adam. Um, I apparently am on week 23. I may have thought that I was on week 23 on week 22. I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery last year, which would be 2013, on November the 5th. It was a wonderful ride before they did the surgery. After the surgery, it was very difficult for about the first week. I just about felt like I didn't exist. I don't remember a lot of it. I do remember some parts of it, and a lot of it is from what I made a small video on. Anyways, it was very, very rough. Small advice I'd give to some folks is don't worry about going overboard packing a bunch of crap unless you're traveling. If you're not traveling long ways, I didn't use half the stuff that I was supposed to, or not supposed to, but half stuff that I thought I might need and stuff like that. They'll give you your ice chips. You'll be thirsty. Those ice chips will be all you need. You might be scared to death put stuff in your stomach, so I wouldn't be worried about that either. Yeah, anyways, so I'm not going to go into all that again. Check out my post-op video if you're interested. I tried to be as informative as I could as far as I saw it. Also, you don't want to let the nurses offer you a carbonated beverage. If they do, don't take it. So let's talk about some discouraging things. How about if I told you that you only lost 1 pound in the last month? Would you be discouraged? I am. But, there's a lot of variables to this. Well, really, there's only one. As you guys know, or for those that have faithfully followed, I had been, and for those that haven't, I have been struggling with making sure that I am eating better, eating some better portions. I think maybe I'm eating a little bit too much, although the portion sizes I have are pretty small. So some might say, weigh out your portions and stuff, which I do. If I eat cereal, something, I put a cup of cereal. I think cereal packs some calories, man. To start off my day, you're talking about almost 450 calories. But I'm going to tell you something. I tried to cut back a little bit on that Raisin Bran. Got a little constipated. When I'm eating that Raisin Bran, though, no constipation. So I'm going to have to see if there's a different alternative. I don't do well with remembering to put fiber in my drinks and stuff, but maybe I should. And I don't really know how much to do and stuff, but maybe there's an alternative for that. I even tried to look at the store for some lighter calorie cereals, which there were a few that were slightly lighter, but not enough to offset. I did look at doing some oatmeal. Surprisingly, oatmeal had just in and of itself, just the oatmeal was higher in calories and probably packed a lot of carbs as well. So I got to find a nice alternative. I do like we chop up some peppers and mushrooms and some turkey bacon. We'll chop that up and put it into a Tupperware, and we'll put that in the refrigerator, and then we'll go in and I'll make some scrambled eggs and scoop a little bit of that stuff into it and make a nice little omelet-like thing, which is actually quite good. But anyways, I've been trying to pay attention to my nutrition. I think it's getting a little bit better. Still has some room to go, and still has struggles. I don't pack down. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't eat ice creams. I don't eat cakes. Brownies were made here last night. I don't eat brownies. I don't do those things that I shouldn't be doing. I don't take a run to Dairy Queen all the time. Not like that. My soft spot is some sweet tea from McDonald's. I do like to occasionally do some sweet tea from McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's foods. I don't even eat their salads. I don't eat nothing like that, but I do like to get a sweet tea every now and again, maybe sometimes a little more often, and it does pack some calories. So I've been tracking my calories on my MyFitnessPal. I've been pushing up around 1,300. That's what my limit has been, because I'm trying to, just to make the story short, I'm trying to build some lean muscle mass, and that's very difficult to do whenever your body just resting is supposed to, mine is supposed to consume between 1,500 and 1,800 calories just to. That's before you actually put in calories for working, for getting the job done. But just for your main body to do its, all its nutrients in and out of cells, your brain functions, your heart to beat every minute, your organs to work. It's supposed to take more than what I'm even consuming now. So, and you can go on and find your basic metabolic rate anywhere you want to on the web and find out, that I'm not just making that up. Obviously, it's going to differ from each person depending on your height and weight and things of that nature. But anyway, so supposedly, I'm not taking in as many calories as my body needs to do its functions, which is why it's supposed to be burning some of these fat calories and things of that nature. So, I'm still trying to help it do that. But on top of that, I'm also trying to build lean muscle mass, trying to build what I call my calorie burners. I want my calorie burners to be built up so that way it continues to burn calories even throughout the day and even when I'm resting, because I am sitting at a desk all day, and trying to burn calories like that is pretty much not going to happen. So if I can at least get the mass there to where it requires calories just to be maintained, and if I get them, if I can work out like I have been for the last 3 weeks, pretty not super intense, but pretty good, to where I'm breaking these muscles down and they're having to rebuild every day. Like, today I busted out my legs first thing in the morning. Those are some big muscle groups, and if you can get those whooped, they're going to take some calories to rebuild. Okay, and I need it to have that calories, which is why I go up to about 1,300. This is just kind of my my trial and error thing. But anyway, so that's my agenda here. That's what I'm trying to do. My 1,300 calories is above a lot of folks. But again, I'm trying to build that muscle mass. I can't just only take 850. I don't know that I can't, but I'm wondering if I can't take 850 and then try to really hardcore build muscles. So that way when this honeymoon phase is over, when the dropping of the weight is over and now it comes down to you maintaining, there's some pretty good arguments out there for if you're on an 850 calorie diet for a long period of time, your body will adjust to that. It has core systems that it needs to function, just to live, just to breathe. Your lungs got to work. To get your blood pumping, your heart's got to work. It's a constant work. You are constantly chewing. Just to sit here and talk to you guys and use my brain, probably use a few less calories than most folks. It's got to work, okay? So just to stay on that, your body has to shut down something. It has to say, what's my core systems? Where do I need these calories? Where can I get them from? Get them from fat cells? Sure. But when your body understands that it takes, I'm going to throw out a number here, when your body knows, because it's smart, it takes 500 calories to maintain a muscle, let's just say, and it only takes 50 calories to maintain fat, and I've really got to make some cuts in the calorie budget here to get my core systems working, to use and get my brain to work, my heart to, it's going to stop the muscle building process, I wonder, and it's got some good arguments out there to stop that muscle building, because that's going to save us about 500 calories that we can use now to use on our core systems. It's not going to just go, oh, well, let's stop that 50 calorie one on that fat. It's not going to do that. I mean, we're talking about cuts in the budget. I'm not going to say that's 100% scientific. I don't have a bunch of websites and information to say, look here, this is just what I've been learning. You can do your own research on that, but this is what I've been learning. And I'm telling you why, and I'm putting it down for future purposes. If this is what I'm doing to fight long term, okay? I'm thinking about long term. I'm not thinking about my short term. I'm not getting lost. I'm not getting lost in this honeymoon phase. I'm not getting lost in this, I've been losing weight for a year and everything is so great and it's always going to be great. Because when that honeymoon phase is over, and I'm sure your doctors have told you, they should have told you that there is a great possibility of weight regain from 20 to 25%. Not 20 to 25% of people, but 20 to 25% of your weight. Why is that? Because sure, the VSG did a lot of work for you and you dropped a lot of weight, but once it's stopped doing what it's doing, once your body is well adapted to only needing 850 calories, once you up that calorie limit again to do what we call a maintain, for some, not all, especially not Pete. He's got some crazy stuff going on with his calories and things like that, but when your body goes back up, it's like, hey, we only use 850, so all this other stuff is going to go stored until it resets. A lot of different scientific stuff to that, a lot of different theories and things of that nature, but, take it for what it's worth. If you disagree, that's okay. It doesn't matter. This is my thought for right now. If I find out it isn't something that's working, I'll switch. The main thing is that I make adjustments. The main thing is that I sit here and troubleshoot. I think, what am I doing? How does this work? Let's play the numbers. Let's think about this in scientific health and that, try to find out all I can about this and find out what do I need to do to make this happen. I am about 205 pounds. Goal for me would be right around 170, I think. So you're talking about 30, 35 pounds. What did I say, 20-something weeks out, so 5 months. I've got another I can't, let's see, let's add 7 months to drop weight before a year is over, which is somewhere around the honeymoon, into the honeymoon phase. And for some people, it could be shorter, some people longer, I guess. I don't know. I need to figure out what can I do long term. And to me right now, my goal is muscle mass, lean muscle tissue, because they require more energy. Look it up. It takes a lot more energy, a lot more calories just to maintain that. That's what I want. I want my lean muscle mass, so when honeymoon phase is over, it don't make a difference. I'm still working out. I'll still be exercising. I'll have muscle mass to chew up that, chew up those calories. When I was in college and I got down to 180 pounds, because I was up there about 220, 230, I think it was, and I dropped down to about 180, all I was doing was lifting weights. That's all I was doing was lifting weights. I didn't do cardio. I wasn't even watching what I ate. I pretty much ate whatever I wanted to. I didn't just, blow myself away. But the reason why I lifted weights is so much because I had some buddies. We were all good friends. I had about 4 or 5 of us that went in there, and you got that camaraderie. You got your friends in there. You're pumping weight. You're getting each other excited. You're pushing each other to the max. And so I was building some lean muscle mass, and that was chewing up my calories. And I was just dropping weight. In just a matter of 4 months, I think it was 4 or 5 months, I had dropped from 230 to about 180. I was hammering it. So since that worked for me previously, will it work for me now? I'm a little bit older, 10 years older than what I was then. I know that plays a factor in it. But I'm testing this out. And we'll find out if this works. Now, the problem is I've only lost 1 pound in the last month, okay? But I've been lifting hard in the last 3 weeks. But I can only sit there and give myself the excuse of, oh, we're building muscle, before I see the scale move. I did some measurements, and I took them, and I've lost inches. I've lost inches, or inches and a half, whatever. So I'm seeing that move and stuff, but I'm only going to forgive the scale for so long before I think that weight should still be coming off, that fat weight, because I still got a lot to lose. Even if I'm building muscle, I still got a lot of fat, and it should be burning, and that should be dropping off. So we're going to see how that works out. And I'll keep you guys posted, but for personal reasons, that scale still needs to move. This 1 pound 1 month thing, even though I've been lifting hard the last 3 weeks, and I haven't been, I've been trying to track my foods as best I can on my MyFitnessPal. I'm not 100%, but I can still see what's going on, and I've been correcting some areas, and I've been cutting some things out. So still adjustments to be made. Now, adjustments will always be made. You're driving a car, you never sit there and go just straight. You constantly got to make adjustments left and right to get going where you're going. So I got to make some adjustments. Even autopilot on an airplane doesn't just make a straight thing. Autopilot constantly makes adjustments left and right to keep itself on course. So that's what I'm going to do. Keep making the adjustments. And I encourage you guys to keep making the adjustments. And everybody has all these real cool sayings, like, remember, this and that, this and that. Well, I come up with one I thought was pretty good. I told old George, the Wright brother, the other day on one of his videos, I told him to keep whooping the tubby bear with a skinny stick. Okay? Because I told him one day, because he was, he could give a body shot, was looking pretty buff and stuff, and I told him he looked like he could whoop a bear with a switch. Okay? And get away with it. So that led me to say to keep whooping the tubby bear, or keep whooping the fat bear with a skinny switch. So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought I would share. Keep an eye out for when I do get to my 100-pound mark, which is about 20 pounds away. Got a little something special I'll be making up here on the video. So that's it for now. 23 weeks out. No loss in the last 2 or 3 weeks. If you got any comments or any suggestions, bring them on. You guys take care. I got to get back to work.